Welcome back everyone to PC Mazda Reviews. Today we're going to be taking a look at the 2019 Signature Edition CX-5. Now this one right here, as it sits, MSRP's out at $38,595. This one does have your roof rack side rails that runs about $400, and then the white coloration is a premium paint charge at $200. But either way, we are still in the realm of a $38,000 CX-5. And this is the first year that they're running this trim level, and they've packed all of their premium features, things that you would expect exclusively on the CX-9, and then more luxury brand lines are exclusive to this trim level in the Mazda lineup. Once again, everyone, thank you so much for liking and subscribing to the channel. All my subscribers out there, thank you for helping the channel grow up to its, I think at this point it's like 130 subscribers. So I appreciate you guys so much. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, like the video, so you can keep posted on everything new that comes out on the channel. Now, we're going to get around the vehicle, take a look at it, see what's different between this and the lower trim levels, take a look inside, and then take it out for a test drive. We will go ahead and start at the front of the car. One of the big differences on the Signature Edition you're going to notice is the parking sensors all around the front of the car. This is actually going to be standard on that Signature Edition. Your lower trim levels won't have this. Now this will also be the first time Mazda's running those parking sensors on the front of the car. You used to be able to get them as an option on the back side only in 18 and newer. Older. You get the upgraded 19-inch wheels. They're going to be larger than your lower trim levels. And it's also a redesign versus the 17 and 18 models. This will have your auto closing mirrors when the vehicle is locked. You can also manually close them on the inside with your mirror adjustment switch by turning it all the way down. Once again, you've got those parking sensors on the back side. And then Mazda wants you to know this is the Signature Edition. So they've got the Signature Edition badging. Of course, you got the standard all-wheel drive on this trim level now. So this is the first time Mazda's badged in recent years a trim level. So they want someone to know out there that you spent nearly $40,000. Well, if more than $40,000 if you count your taxes and stuff like that. Back side of the vehicle, 60-40 split on those back seats. Right here, drops your center, drops your left side, drops your right side right there. Down here, you're gonna have your spare tire under the floorboard. Drop that top back, just one press with the button. You can also do it with the key fob, and you can also do it at the front of the car in the driver's seat, the front left knee. There's a button to close it there too. Then another big thing on the exterior, see how easy it is to see that? You've got a round view cameras. So it's up under each of these side mirrors, one in the back and then one in the front as well. So now this is the first time Mazda's running the around view camera on the CX-5. Let's go ahead and take a look on inside the car and see what's different there. big difference between this and your other trim levels on the interior is this is going to introduce a full wood grain interior on it. So this is going to be in your doors, and you're going to see it throughout the dash as well. Let's go ahead and take a seat inside. So you get your full TFT display in the middle. No more analog speedometer, so you can cycle through a bunch of information on that. Let's go ahead and fire up the car. Mute our music. So you see that full display there. You can cycle through it. You get your trip A, your trip B, your lane departure warning system, your lane keep assist, your radar cruise control. Also shows your blind spot monitoring, service due, and then fuel range. Once again, this is the 2.5 liter turbo engine. You're going to be producing 227 horsepower and 310 foot-pounds of torque with this engine. Probably can't see it out there. Well, actually you can. You can see the 0 for the heads-up display. That's going to be standard on this trim level as well. Now, the biggest disappointment on this, and it's really upsetting that they couldn't get this right, this camera may not, I mean, it looks fuzzy in the first place on here just because it's over another camera, but this is a fuzzy camera. Let me put it into the around view. That around view camera is not good. On their 2019 Mazda 3s, they just made that backup camera super high resolution compared to what it used to be. But on these 19 CX-5s, it's like they decided to step back. The normal backup camera on the trim levels under this looks a lot better than this. But you get your guidance lines on it. You don't get that on your other trim levels. So that's a nice change. But if there was something that changed, something I would want going to 2020, that would be it right there. Coming down your center stack, you do have the heated steering wheel standard, heated and cooled seats, dual AC, electric parking brake. Let's see if we can center that up a little bit better for you. Electric parking brake, auto hold feature. You've got your sport mode as well. While the vehicle's in motion, here's your quick select for everything. Use your dial, and then the shortcuts to your music, home, navigation, back, and favorites. So we'll take a step out real quick. Now, this is the Couture brown leather. This is your only option on the interior of the Signature Edition. Now, this is also an upgraded leather. It's super soft and plush versus the other leather that comes in the lower trim levels. They're unnamed, whatever manufacturer brand is. But it feels really good. If you've got the ability to splurge and go up to the Signature Edition and you wanted full leather, but you want it a little bit more comfortable than the tight leather that's in the lower trim levels, this leather is fantastic. Take a look in the back seat. You've got your AC vents right there, no controls for it in the back seat. Center armrest, standard heated seats in the back, and then you've got 2 USB charging ports right there. So no fighting for the front seat, just so you can get a charging port. You've got all of your child seat secure points here. They've got it tied through into the back of the seat as well. Overall, it's a super tight car. So let's go ahead and take it out for a drive and see how we like it. We'll take one last walk around the vehicle, do a quick recap of it. Now, once again, this is the 2019 Signature Edition CX-5. You're gonna get your upgraded wheels. You've got your parking sensors all the way around the car. Signature badging on the back, standard all-wheel drive. You got the 2.5 liter turbo engine. We're gonna throw a plate on the back here. Your auto folding mirrors, your round view camera, the list goes on and on and on. Really what I'm trying to hit is the difference between this trim level here and the one under it, the Grand Touring Reserve, which I will put in the a card for that in the upper right hand corner. so you guys can take a look at that vehicle as well. So we'll go ahead and take her on out. Now, something I know I forgot to point out earlier, full LED lighting throughout the vehicle, frameless auto dimming mirror, so no big black frame going around it. And then this is the first trim level that does the black headliner, and that looks really, really good with the already dark interior of the CX-5. So let's go ahead and take it on out. So once again, this is going to be the 2.5 liter turbo engine. This is going to produce 227 horsepower and 310 foot-pounds of torque. So you can have a lot of low-end power on this, which you're going to want on your normal day-to-day driving. It's going to feel really strong and peppy on the takeoff. That's the initial acceleration without the sport mode turned on. You've got tons of pep. It feels good to drive. Power's not something you're going to be wanting for in this car. Now, I personally own a Mazda 6 with this engine in it. I know it's a little bit lighter vehicle, but your highway driving interstate like 80, 90 miles an hour, this engine loves that speed. Now we'll switch it over to sport mode real quick. So you hear where it holds the gear longer. We're gonna go ahead and decelerate and turn off the sport mode. But hold your gear longer. You've got that really aggressive sound with the engine. I mean, you'd never know you were sitting in a 4-cylinder vehicle with that sound. At the end of the day, though, it's up to you whether you want that more powerful engine, or you can get darn near all these features, of course excluding some things like your dark headline or the LED lighting throughout the car and stuff like that, on a Grand Touring with a premium equipment package that has the normal 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine in it, that you'll be producing more horsepower. I mean, not more horsepower, I'm sorry. You'll be producing less horsepower and less torque to the tune of about, I think it's 185 horsepower, 184 foot-pounds of torque. But your fuel economy is going to be better. You're also going to save yourself in the department of about $7,000. So that's the give and take that you're going to be looking at between this trim level and then 2 under it. But if you've got the extra money, I definitely recommend splurging going into this signature trim level. The only negative thing that I've had to say about it this entire walk around is it's just that backup camera. I feel like Mazda could have done a better job with that backup camera. When you're spending $40,000 on a vehicle like this, you kind of expect that to be a higher quality, not something that, we're not back in 2010 where you've got the fuzzy backup cameras. Nowadays, for low cost of entry, you've got high resolution cameras. Let's see if I can get another acceleration coming out of here. Maybe not. At the next turn, we'll do another good acceleration with the vehicle. But all in all, I mean, the car's snappy. It feels good. If I try to turn the steering wheel, the car is turning. It's super responsive. It's not lagging by any means. This is probably one of the sportiest SUVs in this segment. This one also runs all of your safety features, your lane departure warning system, your lane keep assist, your high and low speed emergency braking, your radar cruise control, and in the CX-5, that radar cruise control will actually come down to a complete 0 stop behind the vehicle in front of you and then hold itself. And all you have to do to re-accelerate, restart it once that vehicle in front of you starts going, just tap the gas and it'll pace that car and speed up at a efficient pace. I definitely like to hear what you guys have to say about this car. It's probably hands down, well, I can't even say probably, it is hands down the best iteration, the best change that Mazda's done for the CX-5 since 2017 when it went to that new body style. And this is something that people have been asking for years now, for Mazda to put that 2.5 liter turbo engine into this car in the higher trim levels, just so you had that sportier, peppier drive. We're gonna get a good little acceleration right here. It's gonna be short though. It feels really, really good when you go through that acceleration. Decelerates really well. It doesn't pull one way or another. So once again, everyone, thank you guys so much for your time. I appreciate every last one of you. Please leave comments down below. If you guys have any questions, or if you feel like I didn't answer something for you, I look at every single one of them. I'm more than happy to answer that for you. Thank you guys so much for your time today. Once again, please like and subscribe to the video if you like the content that you saw, and look forward to seeing new content coming out in the future.